also, we have some breaking news that I find really interesting. The Panthers are, this from Ian Rappaport moments ago. The Panthers are releasing Baker Mayfield. He'll hit waivers when it's finalized later today. That oddly fits very well into our next discussion. And our poll question, who's the best team in the AFC? 45% say the Chiefs, 31% say the Bengals, 22% say the Bills. But DeMonze, what team all of a sudden might need a quarterback? Go right ahead.
The 49ers, they did make a statement against Tua and the Dolphins. But
yeah.
Jimmy G is likely done for this season with a broken foot.
Brutal.
He's probably going to need surgery.
Yeah.
This means San Francisco has lost 2 starting quarterbacks this season. However, 2022 Mr. Irrelevant Brock Purdy looked great in relief. Meanwhile, Tua aggravated a lingering ankle injury and as he struggled against the San Francisco defensive line.
Yep.
What happened to San Francisco?
Mm-hmm.
And Miami from here? Should San Francisco get Fitzpatrick or Drew Brees?
Or Baker Mayfield? Well, listen, Drew Brees, no.
I thought he was done.
He is done. Yeah. And Fitzpatrick, no. Look, Brock Purdy yesterday played really well.
Right.
And the guy was a good college player. Now, he was the final pick of his draft. He was Mr. Irrelevant is what they always call the guy who was picked last in his draft. So I will give him the opportunity to show he can do something. The odds are he's going to be very limited. The Niners are so good everywhere else, though, that you've got to consider them I still consider them strong contenders in the NFC. The question is, can they have a quarterback, not who's going to make a ton of plays, but isn't going to make a lot of mistakes? The Baker thing is interesting. They just signed off the Broncos practice squad, Josh Johnson. This is his 14th different stop in the NFL. He's been, now some of the teams, he's been on the Niners 3 times, but he's been changed teams 14 times in the league. They're on their 3rd string quarterback. Does Kyle Shanahan? Now, the way waivers work is you claim him, you claim his contract, but it's reverse order. It's the same order as the draft order. So, like, if the Texans were to want Baker Mayfield, they would get him. They would claim him. Do you understand what I mean? Like, so if a guy gets cut at this point in the career,
teams have to pass up on him in order for San Francisco.
Exactly right. So the Eagles would have the last waiver priority because they have the best record. The Texans have the best, and the Niners have a pretty damn good record. So I don't have it in front of me, but 25 teams would have to pass on something like that. But I don't think that now the Texans are an interesting one because they don't have a quarterback, but do they even want to be in the Baker Mayfield business? I don't know the answer to that. The Niners are in a very tricky spot. I would put a claim in on Baker if I were them. If nothing else, then to be the backup and see what Purdy does. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.